Launching a new product can be very challenging, and more importantly, understanding the steps that you have to go through can be even more daunting. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you what are the steps of when you're taking a brand new product, service and solution to the market. So let's get started. So as it says here, launching a new product is a very exciting and a very challenging time, but knowing the exact steps that you need to take can be extremely important, but also knowing and executing them can give you the chance of being very successful or failing the launch. The first thing that you got to do is conduct market research. That also means understanding your target audience, but on top of that, analyzing your competition, but also validating your concepts. Now, if you do this the right way, it will basically mean that you have confirmed your idea before you go to mass market. The problem that we have nowadays is that people will not actually test their product. They will do a subsection test in the market and then they'll launch it without knowing what are the tweaks and the changes that's required for everyone else that is also sitting in the total addressable market size. That is a critical problem that we see over and over again. And when we say understanding your target audience, what do we exactly mean here? Basically what this is saying is that, do you understand what the problem that you're solving here? We're not saying that, do you understand what their thoughts and feelings are? Of course, everyone can understand that. You can talk to people. But do you have an appropriate solution which is actually going to solve their problems? And it's going to solve their problems in such a manner that they have no other chance but to come to you and say, yes, give me your product, service and solution. But on top of that, you've also understood what the other market competitors are. You have a good understanding of what they're doing and what you're going to do to differentiate yourselves. But on top of that, you have also validated your concept and you know exactly which direction that you need to take it. And as I always say within the agile space, which is the more feedback that you get, the more accurate your product, service and solution is going to become. Now, when it comes to defining your product, there are specifically 3 major steps that you need to go through, which is the product vision, as it says here, the core features that you want to launch, and also the roadmap. The reason why you want to take it 1, 2, and 3 is that the product vision is going to give you the overall idea that you need to take this into the space, and the core features is going to tell you exactly what you need to build. I need to build this, I need to build that, I need to build this, and then putting those features into a priority score, into a priority manner, onto a roadmap will further show you exactly the chronological sequence that you might want to launch those features and group them and then put them out onto the market. And doing this in the right manner will give you a better chance. The common mistake here for all brand new entrepreneurs is that they launch something and they launch the entire thing. You think you need to go to the market with the 100% of all the features. The fact of the matter is you don't. The 80-20 rule still applies here, that if you have 100 features here and the customer might only need 10 to 15 to 20% of those features, 10, 20 engineering cycles will get the job done here. So the vision is important, but understanding the total set of features and the actual you need to build of features is even more critical here. So that's what we would term as an MVP. And understanding your MVP is one of the most important things as an entrepreneur you need to do. And also putting it onto a roadmap that stakeholders can understand, your sponsor can understand, maybe even the bank, if you go into the bank, can also understand. But more importantly for you, that it guides you so you know exactly what are the core features that you need to hit on a weekly or a monthly basis. Now, coming up with a pricing strategy is extremely important, but it's not just what's mentioned here on this slide. I would also like you to think about the types of memberships that are available online today. Think about one-off purchases. Think about all the different ways that you can attract customers within your space. Think about referrals. Think about all the different ways that you can go about attracting new customers. Now, I'm not saying that developing a pricing strategy is the wrong thing to do. what I'm saying here is that what you're seeing on the screen is obviously what you're taught to do. But having different types of pricing strategy, such as the membership idea, but on top of that, not just membership, it can also be one-off pricing, referrals, whatever it is, can give you a advantage in this space. And there's many different business models now that are available in the industry that actually allows you to do that. And I encourage you all to check that out, because before you know it, you might be able to launch into the market at a better price range, and you can get reoccurring revenue every month. This is a much more strategical play rather than going off one-off purchase. Why is that? Because a one-off purchase might cost you $1,000, but a per monthly subscription might only cost you $20 or $50. Which one's easier to enter in? Obviously the membership. You know, you're only paying $20, $50 a month, cancel anytime. It's easier for you to jump into that. So coming up with a pricing strategy that is helpful to your consumer is probably more important, so they can take the plunge with your product rather than just kind of look at it and go, it's a bit too pricey. When it comes to promoting your product and developing a marketing strategy, it is key. Without this, your product's dead in the water. So coming up with a good product launch strategy is extremely important, but also the different digital channels that you're going to be using. So you're all aware of all the social media channels that are available at your fingertips, but understanding where your customers are sitting on those channels, in which pockets that they visit. Is it Reddit? Is it YouTube? Is it Instagram? No, not everyone's the same here. Not everyone's consuming 30-second content. Some people are consuming 10 to 20-minute videos. So be careful where you're going with this, where you're launching your branding awareness. Also remember, you can put promotional tactics in there so you can get more customers. But on top of that, make sure you have your KPIs set, your measurements, so that you know that on a monthly basis, you're meeting those targets that you set. They don't have to be something so big for an entrepreneur. It can just simply be the case that I'm getting 10 phone calls, I'm able to do 10 phone calls a day. And out of those 10 phone calls, I'm able to get one meeting and show that one product to one person. Just having that drive is enough for you to get started before you get your team established and before you go for large-scale mass marketing strategies. When it comes to globalization, you might need to build some distribution channels. You might need an e-commerce website, direct-to-consumer shipping, different ways that you can ship this product for efficient logistics, and also the partnerships that you need to develop. So depending if it's purely an online product that you're selling or versus a physical product, each of them have their own disadvantages and advantages. Of course, when it comes to online products, it's just a video, or it could be a PDF file, or it could just be something else. These things are very easy to get across, and yes, if they're done the right way, can be extremely profitable. But that doesn't mean to say that physical products have lost their value. No, in fact, physical products more than ever have a much more greater value. People love to buy. People love to buy things. People love to hold things. When you buy something for your family, when you buy something for your significant other, you're buying them a physical product at the end of the day. They love the touch, they love the feeling of it. So don't forget that when it comes to basically education, you are on an online space. But when it comes to buying something of sentimental value, I don't think it's going to be an online thing. It'll most likely be a physical thing. So think about it. What do your customers actually want within your product, and build it accordingly. So at the end of the day, you should be ready for launching your product, launch it out, and get prepared, execute it, and enjoy the ongoing support of your customers. But the important thing here is that your teams are celebrating, you're celebrating, that you have 2 consultants from market from A to Z and you're able to launch it out. That's a big achievement. Not so many people can put the commitment in place and get something launched on a daily, on a monthly, on a daily occurrence. It's a difficult thing. This is only done by certain individuals who are committed day in and day out. So I fully recommend that when you're doing your entrepreneurship strides, you stay committed and you celebrate each and every bit of success that you get. And as I was saying earlier on there, guys, measure your success and keep going through your cycles, keep iterating. By doing this, you will have a better chance in your targets, but on top of that, getting the numbers that you want. It all comes down and back to yourself. Are you ready to put the commitment first? Then the rest will fall into play. Now guys, if you've enjoyed these set of slides and you like what you're seeing here, and you might be in a position whereby you want to launch your product service solution first time into the marketplace, well guess what? I actually have a certified agile product management program that's internationally certified by Scaled Agile, and they actually go through step A to step Z, exactly how you want to take that idea, go into developing its vision, developing the required journey for the customer when they're using the product, the features that product will need to have, how you need to develop the MVP from there, test it, put it onto a roadmap that's sellable and develop it accordingly, and then have a go-to launch market strategy with your product. This is all covered in the Agile Product Management course. So if you're interested, feel free to contact me on the link below, and you can check out and you can also book a free consultation with my team, and they can explain further details about this. Okay, so that's the Agile Product Management course, and that goes more into depth about what we have just discussed today. So check it out if you want to really get into the details and become an expert when it comes to launching products, services, and solutions on the market. But also don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and click the bell icon. And as always guys, thanks for watching.